residential tech talk, lighting specialist, residential tech
All right, we are back on the Residential Tech Talks podcast, and excited to be joined today by a guy in a world where the things that go on at ADI SnapOne always amaze me. I've seen a lot of things over the course of my time in the industry, and it's always a cool time to be able to explore what you guys do, Mr. Matt Kamp, VP of Product Management there at ADI SnapOne. So many tentacles in places and products. When I say tentacles, like different product areas of this industry that are always so cool. I keep saying cool. It's just the word that comes to mind. But you got a lot going on. It's always awesome to be able to dive into it with you. And just appreciate you taking the time and wanting to do a podcast with us, man.
Yes, absolutely. I very much appreciate the opportunity to be here. There absolutely is a lot going on. We get to do a lot of really cool stuff, like you said. So happy to be here. Thanks for having me. Look forward to kind of diving into the conversation and sharing my perspective. So,
well, before we do that, I want to give people a chance to get to know you a little bit. So tell us about yourself, your background, and kind of your path to ADI SnapOne.
Yeah, sure. So my background is actually in mechanical engineering. Absolutely love to build things from early childhood. I've, always kind of been a hands-on person building things. So being in product has always kind of been, I'd say, in the cards for me. Obviously a huge sense of curiosity, is what drove me from more of the engineering side of things to, being in a design role to being more on the business side with product management. So I've been in product management for probably over 15 years at this point now in my career. Really, transitioned in from being an engineer to product management to really understand what our customers wanted, not just being told what we were doing, but understanding why we were doing it as well. So that's really kind of my background. I joined SnapOne back in the day, about 10 years ago. Started off as the director of product management over our speakers categories, as well as our multi-room audio electronics. I've done everything from power, media distribution, multi-room audio electronics, you name it. Over the years,
tentacles. Hey, I wasn't kidding.
Yeah, we've done a lot of things. I've done a lot of things, and had the pleasure of being exposed to many different parts of the business and the industry, and it's been a lot of fun. But over the course of 10 years, my role has grown and evolved. I've led a multiple business units here at SnapOne and ADI, our entertainment, our physical infrastructure business units, and then recently took over as the vice president of product management and oversee all of our exclusive brands products inside of ADI Global. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a ride.
I feel like there's an easy, no pun intended, with oversee, but we'll let that sit. so had to do it. Sorry. So talk about the transit, like being an engineer and getting your hands on stuff. I probably can relate to what you're going to answer here, because when you are in that role, your hands are on things and you are building things and doing things like that. So talk about the transition from, that as your day to day to what is product manager? Like, explain that and kind of how you evolved as an individual into that type of new role.
Great question. I mean, for me, product management is just at its core, understanding the market, understanding our customers, taking those opportunities, turning them into ideas, taking those ideas, turning them into internally in our organization, business cases, and then executing on that. And for me, I guess, again, that sense of curiosity as to why we were doing what we were doing, as opposed to just being told, like, hey, go build this thing, is really what drove me more onto the product management side of things. I still very much love building things, creating great new products. I love seeing customers use those products and then, those being put into practice in real world. And so for me, product management was just a really good kind of natural evolution of being in the product in the product world still, but understanding and getting closer to our sales team and our customers and being in the field and, asking those questions about, like, hey, what are we doing well? What are we not doing well? What do we need to do better? Why do we need to do it this way? So I think that's just, at its core, product manager, just, they have a really high sense of, curiosity and seeking to understand, and understanding, at the heart of everything we do is really the customer, and understanding, how we can really deliver better experiences, better products, better value to our customers. And so that's just for me, that was kind of just the natural evolution of being able to stay close to product development, but being more on the management and business side of
We
things.
you kind of move from the what the product does to the why, which is kind of cool about it too, right? I
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're definitely, always, again, going back to when I was, mechanical engineering, designing things, it was a lot of fun to bring something that was, in your head to life. But understanding, why and the impact that it has on our
Yeah.
customers and the business behind, being able to deliver value not only for ourselves, but for our customers who, in this case are the professional installers or integrators, and then ultimately being able to deliver, great experiences and great solutions for end customers. So, I think it really kind of transposes that, entire spectrum of, understanding why you're building a product for the from an installation perspective, but
Yeah.
also for the end customer.
Yeah, I one another cool thing too about the seat you sit in, and I joke about it with the tentacles, but like you guys have a portfolio that is it covers essentially the entire in-home home automation customer experience, right? So, imagine a little challenging, but like talk about the that unique perspective that you get to bring to the role and to the company and what you're doing.
Yeah, it's it is. It's very challenging. We do a lot of different things, but as you said, it's also very exciting. I mean, we get to do a lot of different things and touch a lot of different fun products and categories. For me, what makes it easy is it's a little cliche, but it's the team, right? I mean, we have an amazing team of product managers in our company. Like I said, I mean, we have a culture in our organization of a really high sense of curiosity, a really high sense of seeking to understand. And again, at the heart of everything that our team does is just trying to understand how we can add value for our customers. And so, the other thing about ADI is it's not just in product management. It's a culture of the organization. At the heart of
Yeah,
everything that we do is really around our customers. And it's focusing on not just bringing great products to market. It's expanding access to our product, enhancing the convenience that we can deliver to our customers, delivering on exceptional services. And so
yeah,
all of that is, really with the goal of helping to grow, our customers and their businesses and to help them succeed. So,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, you're you're exactly right. I think, as you said at the beginning of this, the only thing consistent is change, and
yeah.
we are constantly evolving with our customers' needs and our
Yep.
industry's needs, and constantly looking for ways to invent new technologies, new capabilities, and staying ahead of the curve in terms of the demand that we have that's in a rapidly evolving market. So
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely, we do a lot, but it's a lot of fun.
Well, to that end, I mean, in addition to your point, in addition to the product, you get to kind of see how that customer experience is evolving and then react to it with new product or expanding things, services, things like that. So, what are kind of recent trends or some things that you've seen lately that, the customer is sort of gravitating towards or that you're seeing more of, things like that?
Yeah, I think the part of the purpose of today's conversation is really that outdoor environment.
Yeah.
And the outdoor area has changed a lot. I mean, in the last several years. I think if you rewind back, call it 10 years ago, outdoor entertainment was really limited to a pair of speakers mounted to the side of a house, right? And you'd turn those speakers on and you'd enjoy those. And if you wanted to kind of play out in the yard, you'd turn the speaker volumes up louder, and that was really kind of the extent of outdoor entertainment. Things have evolved a lot since then. People perceive that, and it's real that their homes outdoors, outside of their homes, is an extension of the inside of their home. And people want to have, better coverage, better aesthetics, better customization, better performance, of all of those types of, products and experiences that they use. And so, it's been a big evolution, and outdoors continues to be a big growth area, not only for us, but, for the industry as a whole. Those experiences and solutions extend even beyond, just audio or a pair of speakers on the side of the house. I mean, we've
Right.
made significant investments over the years in solutions like our outdoor TVs. We just launched a new product line in
Yeah.
our Sunbright Solus line. We've launched new products and solutions in our landscape speakers.
Hmm.
We've launched new products with our Episode Radiance. The Surroundscape product was a new product in the landscape market. But again, I mean, it even goes beyond that. It's, it's outdoor access to your internet with, outdoor access points. It's security and surveillance outdoors. It's how do you extend the control of all of those products into the outdoors. So, outdoors has really just become, call it a secondary experience, not just a room in the home that you've got to find all of these unique products and solutions to be able to adapt and cover. So
Yeah.
it's been a focus for us and a growth area that we've seen in the market as well.
Yeah, and I know I feel like I can't get through a conversation without talking about outdoor without the accelerant that was COVID, right? People I don't want to mention it. It's like it's been 5 years, man, but at the same time, like it just it's inevitable that it comes up because that was an it was like pouring gas on the fire. That was, it forced people outdoors. They wanted to get out of their homes, right? So I have to
Hmm.
imagine, did that sort of for you guys too? Just using that as sort of like the tent pole moment where things sort of just took off for outdoor.
Yeah, it definitely didn't hurt, and you're absolutely right. I mean, it feels like it was yesterday, even though it was, at this point 5 years ago. But yeah, I think I think it forced end customers to better understand how they
Right.
can utilize the outdoors. It forced our industry to better understand how they can serve those outdoor experiences. And then I think and it challenged us to find ways to be able to deliver better products and solutions to serve those particular applications. And I think, again, as you think about, trends in the outdoor environment, it's not just how do I get, audio on my patio now? The area in which we're trying to cover has evolved and changed. People want to utilize more of their outdoor space, which is further away from the home, which is further away from, where the centralized rack and experiences are. And so, as you think about people not just using their outdoors, but living in their outdoor spaces, you start to
Yeah.
think about how do you incorporate, lighting into your audio experiences? And that's where kind of the evolution of radiance came about. And then obviously with more desire to put more outdoor solutions in the market, there's a higher demand for and a higher expectation for, better reliability, products that are easier to install, products that are more aesthetically pleasing, that, blend into your environment, that can be customized. And those are all the things that, for us have kind of forced us to be more thoughtful in creating, more differentiated solutions and technologies that can serve all of that. And that's where,
Yeah.
episode Surroundscape is really focused on, better install, better reliability, better performance. We've got new products that are coming that are going to do a lot of the same things. We launched our episode Extreme Outdoor speakers, which, again, was an evolution or was direct feedback from our customers in terms of how they use these products and what they need for them to be able to do in the market to serve the end customers in the way that they want to use them.
Right.
So as you think about, more coastal installs or, even on boats or yachts or whatever that looks like, the demand for these outdoor products has gone up, and so have the expectations. And I think that's kind of going back to the challenge of product management is to
Yeah.
understand what those market demands and needs are and deliver on that.
Right. Well, it's funny too. You mentioned the different types, whether from marine to the different environment. I got outdoor in my mind. Drawing back on some previous experience not too long ago. On the install side and seeing how these companies or installers are able to talk with their customers and get these projects out there. It's coast to coast, north to south too. So like you're talking about like
Yeah.
not even just coastal environments or like dry heat, but it's like all over the country, right? So that's got to be pretty interesting from a product perspective too, because you've got so many different environments and sort of
Yeah.
natural impacts that you got to consider as you're developing these products.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to your earlier question. I mean, it's that diversity and that diversification and that
Yeah.
spectrum of, different products and different categories. But then, yeah, very specifically, even within a product category, you've got both ends of the extreme. You've got, freezing temperatures, and you've got, temperatures that could melt plastic. And I think that's where we just continue to strive to up the bar and new products and new technologies. Our new Sunbright Soulless TV, for example, is based on a lot of feedback from many, many years of existing products being in the marketplace and understanding, what the needs and the demands are of those, extreme ends of the spectrum. So things like better brightness, the need for better efficiency, the need for better flexibility with how product is installed into the TV are all things that we've done, based on, us having, a deep understanding of our customers and our market and the different demands of the different install environments. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely a challenge.
Fun one, I'm sure, though. Gets back to your, curiosity and creativity, I can imagine too, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But the integrators that, obviously working with them too, you get to see those that do it really well, those that, maybe you offer a little, a little bit more of advice to in terms of how they can be successful with, your product or just in this space too, right? So
Yeah.
what are some of those things that you're seeing for those that are doing well? What are
Yeah.
kind of the similarities or qualities they kind of share?
Yeah, again, I think, for us, it really comes down to, again, delivering better experiences for our customers who are the installers, but also seeking to understand what the desire from the end customer is. And so I think the people who are doing it best and the installs that go the best really just deliver on expectation, right? And I think, when you understand what the end customer's expectation is in delivering a particular type of experience, and then having, a partner like us who can deliver on the different types of experiences that an end customer is expecting is what's going to result in the best install. And so, for example, if you go to a customer and you say, hey, we're going to put some speakers around your pool, do you typically like to, throw parties, or do you like to, do you want more ambient sound, for example, will really drive the type of solution that the integrator can deliver to the end customer. And so I think just getting a really clear alignment with the end customer on what the expected experience is and understanding what their expectations are, and then, better understanding what options exist in the marketplace. I mean, we are, years and years away now from where I said earlier, like a pair of speakers mounted to the side of the house or, rock speakers around the yard, right? There are a lot more newer, modern solutions and technologies out there that allow an integrator or an installer to deliver better experiences that meet the expectation of the end customer.
Are there any of those experiences you can think of with an integrator you've seen? You don't necessarily have to call them out by name. I'm sure they'd appreciate it, but that like blow you away with what they were able to accomplish in a project.
Yeah, actually, there's one product or project rather that really showcases, I think, really holistically, like what is possible with outdoor solutions. There was this really incredible, like Japanese inspired residence that was designed by one of our customers, Logic Integration. The homeowner wanted like a really serene, minimalist space that still delivered on that like real full smart home experience,
Yeah.
not only inside their house, but again, like extending outside. And they used our outdoor products, and they were able to deliver this like really peaceful, powerful like soundscape across the entire property that included like their garden paths, their pool area.
Wow.
They even had this like little private spa area, and it's just the technology that the way they were able to do that just like seamlessly integrates into the landscape. So things just it disappears. I mean, things just feel like it's really, unintrusive. It's, nothing is out of place. It's just a really great example of, the way that you can take all of the different products and technologies and use those in an environment and deliver on like a really high performance, entertainment system that, again, going back to my last comment, like delivers on what the homeowner's vision and expectations were for that install. So I think that's just a really good example that's out there. I think we've got some articles that are out there, so feel free
Yeah.
to check it out. But I think it's just a great example of somebody who's done it really well and a really good install.
Yeah, we'll have to steal some pictures from you, and this will be after the fact, people listening to it, but hopefully have played some of those images or stuff like that over top of this, so they can get a sense of what it looks like. But
Yeah.
no, that's awesome. And I know we're sitting kind of on the cusp as we talk, and we're a few weeks out. This will publish a little bit later, but there's a show coming up, a little big show that some people may or may not be at. So I know that's a time when things launch and all that kind of good stuff. But with that in mind and knowing that there may be some things that we hear from you guys and products and stuff that we'll see, where is your focus? Like, what are you kind of putting your attention and emphasis around as far as new product development and kind of where you want to see things go?
Yeah, I think again, for us, the focus is anywhere and everywhere that we can create better experiences, better businesses, for our customers, better experiences for end customers. And so you're going to see, a number of new different products from ADI across a number of different categories. And I think more broadly, it's our goal to continue to not only show but prove to the industry that as a combined organization between SnapOne and ADI that we're better together. We've delivered over 500 new exclusive brands products this year alone. We've added not just exclusive brands products, but we've added to our third party product portfolio. I think we've added over 5,000 new SKUs, bringing the total offering as a combined organization to over 20,000 products. And our goal is really to give our customers the choice and the flexibility that they need and better value than we ever have been able to as individual companies. And so, our goal is just to show that, we continue to grow and evolve as an organization together. And then, specifically and, selfishly on the exclusive brand side, you'll see a lot of really nice new products coming to market, some really exciting things across, many different products and brands. And we're excited to just keep delivering on, what our customers are telling us that they need to deliver those experiences for end customers. And so encourage everybody to come and give our entire team feedback and, both good and bad. The team wants to hear it all and they take all that information and, that's what makes us better and able to deliver better products and experiences for you all. So, very excited about the show and, yeah, right around the corner.
Be there before we know it. No, this was awesome, man. Matt, I appreciate, you taking the time and diving into it. Like I said, I think you might need a few more arms, to be able to manage everything going on over there. But
It's all good.
no, it's, you guys are doing a fantastic job and I always love the opportunity to catch up with you and the team. So, appreciate it and, look forward to seeing you down the line here.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, thanks for having me. It's been a blast and look forward to talking again soon.
You bet. If you enjoyed this episode of the Residential Tech Talks podcast, please subscribe to us on the platform you're listening on. Also, be sure to follow Residential Tech Today on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Residential Tech Talk, Vastness lighting specialist, Residential Tech Talk.
Home automation, smart device, home or smart house.